Nothing much is found just quite now as the core goes back into possession of Breezy. Grimella trying to dribble a little bit, but does a little bit of a fumble, but it won't mean anything as it does go in the hands of Breezy, but nothing is converted just quite yet. Kashikoma half stagger right now, trying to find their first barrier of the game, which they do with a good piercing shot in the Estelle, and Mirmeg follows up in kind. He is shrunk, low on stagger, does have that flip in needed to get the goal, but Breezy uses his flip of his own, not able to find anything just yet though, but Soren defends the core flip with a hook. Grimella cannot find anything quite yet, and things are looking a little hard for the side of DUBU Strikers if Grimella not able to do anything offensive. But Mirmeg sent off the map right now, which means that we will have a power play from DUBU Strikers right now as they try to score the first goal of the game.
Oh, and they were very close right there. Grimella looking a little low. Threezy getting so close with each of these attempts. Core coming back to him, but Kashikoma primaries it and reclaims possession. He's core from Grimella, and Threezy punches it in. The X train is coming through.
Hey, and the X train makes multiple stops in San Diego, San Francisco, as right now the Californians are looking really, really good. But going into the second point, we will try to be getting another point going as Grimella. No flip, low on stagger to work with, low dodge too, susceptible to Mirmeg damage if Mirmeg opts to go for it, but it seems like Mirmeg opting to try to get that last goalie barrier instead. Flip comes out from Soren defensively, sends it to the side of Obscure Breads. Nothing quite yet found so far. Grimella low, but uses that shrink ray to get it through over to Soren, but nothing found just quite yet. Grimella staggered, forcing out that now 50-second Atlas ultimate cooldown. That will be hurting to miss, but it looks like that is giving the healing that Grimella needs. Second goalie barrier goes down for the side of DUBU Striker. Mirmeg with the flip comes out, waits out the expanse, and pockets it into the top corner against Grimella. First point for OSHI no core flip.
Yeah, what great patience coming out from Mirmeg. It baited out all their abilities and then tapped it in.
Yeah, absolutely. Well played, and now we are at an even game, but Breezy does not want to stop the X train. He's pumping in coal into that engine right now as he's trying to get that second goal barrier, but nothing found so far. Does have a huge energy advantage over Mirmeg, which means that the offensive pressure, especially with the arrow size, will be coming out, but nothing found right now as Kashikoma blowing some Estelle abilities to actually get it through and send it to Mirmeg, who is able to get that second goalie barrier. Now Breezy on the offensive, able to match the goalie barrier in kind. Flip comes out for damage, but nothing found on Kashikoma, unfortunately. Mirmeg now trying to get possession of the core, but Grimella with a strike for a win against the Asher means that possession will be on the side of DUBU Strikers for a little bit. Soren looking to clear right now, able to clear pretty well as Obscured Breads tries to keep it past the midfield line right now, but unable to do so as Kashikoma able to regain possession just for a little bit. And Grimella on a small scoring attempt, but looking very low, only one evasive to use, and he's looking staggered right now, which means that the Atlas Ultimate will come out to keep his midfielder alive as we get into overtime. Mirmeg trying to find a scoring attempt with a primary, setting him up for a dribble, but nothing found yet. Soren forced to blow the core flip, and an excellent angle in addition to the interference from Mirmeg means that the second point of OSHI no core flip will be scored.
Yeah, something that we did not bring up that I want to is we're looking at a twin drive bulk up start, and everyone took twin drive but Threezy, which means this Atlas has two expanses and the entire world to do with them. Unfortunately, though, it's still struggling to defend the goal, but a core flip comes out. Keep it out.
Yeah, definitely. And speaking of that, kind of that awakening training, I know that twin drive's not crazy on X, that bull rush, but Mirmeg right now.
Oh my god.
Able to instantly convert from that final core barrier into the flip, but interrupting my draft speak, but I'll get right back into it as we are going into draft here. Kashikoma is securing MVP of the set, which means that he will have his pick of the litter. Hot shot, rapid fire, all on the table here, both very good on that Estelle. He could even opt into the quick strikes if he wanted to. Let's see what he'll take. Does opt into that quick strike, so it means that Timeless Creator or Extra Special might be up for that Atlas. Hot shot even. No, it is taken away actually from Soren, as it looks like we get an Extra Special from Breezy. Timeless Creator does end up happening. And actually talking about what's going on right now, I think with that rapid fire specialized training pickup, DUBU Strikers are, I think, advantaged coming out of this draft. I could be maybe wrong. That quick strikes is no joke, especially on a condensed map like Night Market, but we'll see how it plays out coming into this next set, as right off the bat, Shriek comes out from Grimella, and Breezy using that specialized training already right now the X train is running at 200 miles per hour. It's looking like a bit of a bullet train right now with how hard it's hitting. But right now, 3Z Breezy able to convert off of this power play to get 2 goalie barriers and a goal, actually. Pockets it up, and the shrunk core means that Soren will not be able to get to it in time.
Yeah, what a dominant performance they put on. A 50%, as it turns out, it's a lot. And just wipe that guy off the face of the planet.
Yeah, absolutely. And right now, another KO comes out. Kashikoma is being sent off the map right now, and right now the Westy casters are having a field day with their boys getting it going right now. And Grimella, now with core possession, sends it up to 3Z Breezy. 3Z Breezy will use that strike reset from the X Ultimate to get the first goalie barrier, follows it up with a second pass from Obscure Beds to Grimella, means that it will be put in prime position for 3Z Breezy to send both Soren and the core into the goal. 2 points for DUBU Strikers.
Oh my god, X Bullet Train's an understatement. This thing's breaking new records.
Yeah, it's looking a bit like a rocket ship right now. Superman even, without the dash trading though. But that being said, Mirrormeg looking to do a bit of a matching right now as some damage goes out onto Obscure Breads and able to get that first goalie barrier. But will it mean anything right now as Soren trying to defend against 3Z Breezy wins a critical strike ward to keep his goalie barriers going. Kachikoma with stealth special able to keep it going to Obscure Breads, but it comes right back to Soren. Mirrormeg trying to find just anything going right now, but there's so much damage from 3Z Breezy and even Grimella. But that being said, Grimella sniped off the map with a piercing shot as Mirrormeg now in position to score a goal if they can get that final goalie barrier down. Flip from Mirrormeg is there to work with. It does come out. Beats Obscure Bread's flip, which means that the goalie barrier will be going down. It's an open goal. 3Z Breezy with a full rush redirect strike. Able to mix up Soren a little bit, which means it slows down the tempo of this little play and allows Obscure Bread to get really nice aggressive positioning, preventing Mirrormeg from entering the play. 3Z Breezy, though, is sent off the map as the Atlas revive comes out a little bit late, and Soren with a flip looking for that aggressive play. Can he find it? Nothing found, unfortunately, which means that the pull is actually forced out instead of the goalie barrier. Definitely a good play from Soren to keep it up alive with that defensive play. That being said, Mirrormeg is now spending a little bit more time in that KO box. Soren desperately trying to hold against 3Z Breezy, which he does for now. 5 more seconds until Mirrormeg spawns. Can they hold? Hook comes out, finds nothing, but a strike from Soren means it's sent away from Grimella and 3Z Breezy. Buying time for Mirrormeg to come out. Pass splitter goes wide right now as 3Z Breezy almost sends it into his own net, but Obscure Breads is ready. Soren now with possession of the core can send it either way he wants. Maelstrom not able to find anything except a measly redirect, unfortunately. Obscure Breads to Grimella, but it's intercepted by Mirrormeg. Kashikoma in front of the net with flip, but it's not needed as it is sent into the bot side of the corner. Atlas, unfortunately, a little too slow to catch up.
Yeah, Atlas feeling a little heavy, chunky, wearing that armor. Can't quite get to the bottom corner in time. Great shot coming out from Ocean core flip. Putting our point count to 2-1.
2-1 indeed, and Oshino Core Flip will need to play a little bit harder to get their first win of the North American Striker League season. As right now, 3Z Breezy trying so hard to prevent that from happening. Oh, he's going off. He's punching him. Oh, he's punching him hard right now. Oh, get him. The X train does not stop, and it's hitting multiple people right now. It's looking like a national tragedy. And 3Z Breezy right now trying to stop it, but Grimella, unfortunately, being sent off the map means core control will go into the side of Oshino Core Flip for a little bit, but the stagger bars might prevent any sort of large play from happening, unfortunately. Soren with a pass to Kashikoma means that it will go into the side of Obscure Bread's net, but nothing is found so far. Grimella is back up if needed, but 3Z Breezy looking a little low. Soren with that Pauldron's actually a lot of ways to resist the damage from 3Z Breezy and put down damage himself, which means that 3Z Breezy will have a little bit of a hard time finding a lot of these Oki plays that he's going for right now, but it might not matter if they could keep that core control right now. But unfortunately, he's forced to retreat to get that orb, which means Mirrormeg with the flip will actually be able to take it, but unfortunately, Soren not able to defend that final goalie barrier. Kashikoma trying to intercept, but the flip from Obscure Breads will come out, which means that he could just so barely stall, but it's not enough. Mirrormeg with a scoring attempt, not able to find anything. He's looking a little low with no flip, no stagger. 3Z Breezy trying to choose between whether or not to kill Mirrormeg or or trying to get the score, but it won't mean anything as the pass from Soren Kashikoma pockets it into the bottom side of the net through the expanse.
Right, who needs to make decisions, but he can just put it in. It's
real,
that easy.
real. How real is
that one out of context.
And speaking of context, the context of this game is a little bit higher stakes as we are in the final point of the set. Right now, Soren trying to pull 3Z Breezy away from Kashikoma, keeping his midfielder alive, which has proved critical in these situations, especially when Grimella is being sniped off by piercing shot after piercing shot. Dreams Miramags will have plenty of opportunity to score, but a critical strike ward win from 3Z Breezy pulls that reverse power play. The X train does not stop because of death of a loved one, and right now Kashikoma trying so desperately to get it to Miramag, but nothing's coming right now, and Miramag eventually does come out, but the Alice is there waiting for him with that expanse. Soren trying to get that first goalie barrier first team using momentum, in which they do. One goalie barrier down for each team. Critical strike ward win from Miramag means that goalie barriers are down to the last point in the set. Soren clearing down to away from 3Z Breezy, trying to get a corner clear, but it goes right into the hands of Grimella, as right now a lot of damage trying to come out, but that Pauldron's right now really saving Soren a lot of that damage as we get into overtime. Flip comes out from Obscure Breads as he pops the FF button, probably from a little bit of panic. Soren, though, able to defend against 3Z Breezy right now. Miramag trying to get possession of the core, and no Flip to work with, unfortunately, no guarantees right now, and that means 3Z Breezy might be able to get a scoring attempt, but it's blocked by Soren. Excellent strike timing. Grimella trying to get another attempt for 3Z Breezy, but it is intercepted by Kashikoma. Miramag with possession of the core. Can he convert? Grimella trying so desperately to get a score himself this time, but Soren with Flip and all the cooldowns to work with means it just won't happen. Miramag, unfortunately, the core is soaring right past him. Asher just does not have the speed to intercept, and right now it's plain blocked by Atlas, and it almost goes in, but Alice is there in time. Miramag cannot get the score, and a Flip comes out from Scorin, trying to keep the momentum of the play up, but nothing found just quite yet. Grimella trying to get possession of the core, and Miramag right now is literally 1 or 2 hits away from the core flip, which will mean so much if he could get it, and does he? No, he misses the core right now, which means that Miramag will have to wait a little bit. Expanse comes out. If we could just get to Miramag right now, it'll be so key for this set right now, but it will not happen as a dribble from 3Z Breezy with the X ultimate, able to pocket into the top side of the net. First set for the soon DUBU Strikers.
Yeah, hit him with the Sacred Tech. The Brawler will eventually put the ball in. And just got to keep getting it to him. It doesn't matter how long it takes. And here we see 3 sparks on the table.
Oh
Who
yeah,
wants
we
one?
absolutely love that. And unfortunately, we did see a lot of the power of Spark of Resilience being picked from Joker in the previous series, but I don't think anyone here will be opting into it, as already so many non-Spark options being put at the table. It's looking like Black Friday with these Awakenings, everyone just scrambling over each other to not get stuck with one. And unfortunately, it looks like Miramag has drawn the short end of the stick, being forced to pick a Spark with only 1 Spark left at the table. It looks like the presidential candidacy is dead before it even started. But going into this next set, 1 goalie barrier down already from Soren from the Era. Maelstrom Path Splitter does hit Obscure Breads, but just a little bit of damage will come from it. 3Z Breezy unfortunately losing the strike. We're not able to get that final goalie barrier, which means that Miramag will be able to get one and punish Kashikoma, trying to get it back to Miramag again, but it will not happen with the combined forces of Grimella and 3Z Breezy. Does happen to go over, but Obscure Breads with all the cooldowns on Atlas means nothing will happen. The Miramag train, unfortunately, is stopped. The train to Philadelphia is gone, but it goes right back to Miramag, who has a flip in front of the net, and it's looking so good right now. And actually, yeah, even with the second expanse from the Twin Tribes, Miramag will score through at first point to OSHI core flip.
Yeah, and Brad's getting his core flip right there at the very end. Proc's Egoist, which means now that he's left with 10% extra speed, but not that 80%.
Yeah,
Rather unfortunate.
Rather unfortunate, especially when we saw kind of earlier into the game, we saw that there. Oh my God, 3Z.
Oh my God, X-Train.
He's punching, he's swinging. It's looking like a bar fight, but unfortunately, it looks like his own teammate's the one that's going to be knocked out of the bar tonight. The bouncers of Kashikoma and Miramag looking to keep justice and order in their town. I am losing myself in the metaphor, but right now, 3Z Breezy midfielding against Kashikoma, trying to keep defensive up. Core flip comes out from Obscure Breads. Sent right back to Miramag, but Miramag not winning the strike war. Maelstrom comes out, sending Miramag potentially off the map, and he is sweating a little bit as he is sent right near the edge twice and looking staggered. But and 3Z Breezy with a good confirm from the spin, able to get the first goal of this set for soon DUBU Strikers against Soren.
Yeah, lined that one up perfectly, right into the open bottom corner. Spins it in. Love to see it. I'm not a biased caster at all.
Oh, absolutely not. Us Westy casters definitely will never unfairly praise the West teams. But hey, Hey, you know, we love to see it, as right now 3Z Breezy maybe hearing me, trying to earn some praise for himself, getting out tons of damage with that specialized training right now. But right now it's looking very claustrophobic in the side of Obscure Bread's net as that second goalie barrier goes down. Flip up for 3Z Breezy, which will probably mean a goal if they could get this goalie barrier down. But will that opportunity even happen? Right now, yeah, and it won't, as 3Z Breezy using the core flip to get that core control and tempo. Obscure Bread's with the Egoist able to keep it clear for now. Right now, Mirrormag not able to find anything, and using the momentum of that, a good strike from 3Z Breezy, playing pretty well right now, if I do say so myself, not biased, the TM, as he gets that second goalie barrier right now. Carmella with possession of the court, dribbling out, trying to look for an opportunity to send it to 3Z Breezy, but the pass splitter means that will not be happening right now. 3Z Breezy trying to get in front of Soren's face, but Soren has all the cooldowns and Flip to work with if needed. Flip does come out defensively, sent to Obscure Breads. Expanse comes out. Mirrormag trying to get a score, but Alice with that cooldowns, but it won't matter. As an Estelle special, able to get it past Obscure Breads, you just cannot have that many redirects.
Yeah, too many things going at the goalie. What can you do? You can only strike war one guy, not 15 projectiles.
Yeah, definitely. And, you know, now that I'm kind of mentioning it, this Stagger Swagger pickup from Kashikoma actually creating so much value, as 3Z Breezy really not able to focus as much as Grimella is being sent off the map by these piercing shots. But just as I say that, unfortunately, Kashikoma is standing a little bit too close to the edge, which means that they will be punished in this loss of core control. Oh my gosh, Grimella and 3Z Breezy like vultures absolutely taking advantage of this opportunity, but a right click from Soren means that almost scoring a goal actually, but it actually won't happen as 3Z Breezy with a flip, but it is stopped by Mirrormag and Soren right now. Critical strike or win from Soren means the goal will not happen, and Mirrormag with a 1v1 against Bread, but he does have flip and cooldowns to work with. Pull comes out from Soren to halt the offensive play from 3Z Breezy, but the expanse means that the play will keep going for a while. Grimella with a Maelstrom, almost sending Mirrormag off the map. Shrimp comes out, but won't hit anyone, but it doesn't even matter, as the interference from 3Z Breezy means Soren will not be able to defend against the slow roll from Obscure Breads.
Yeah, actual X-Lore, 3Z, famous for talking about how X is a great space-making character, makes some space for the core to slip right through. Two people.
Yeah,
looking good.
Absolutely, definitely the X to watch here in the North American Striker League. But you know, hey,
can't watch him anymore.
You can't watch him right now. Unfortunately, he will be unwatchable for the next 8 seconds as Mirrormag and Kashikoma trying to take advantage of that. But Obscure Breads with a timeless creator size means that means nothing actually, as Mirrormag with a dash will get the Mick double right now. Unfortunately, not on the value meter anymore, so that means he won't have the money to get to that goal, as he is sent off the map for his troubles, the hospital bills. Probably a little bit more than McDonald's, unfortunately. But Soren, no! But Soren is shrunk, which means a bounce from 3Z Breezy off the night market bar means that the second set will go to the favor of Obscure Breads. And right now, 3Z Breezy, a well-earned MVP as we go into this next set. And he is rewarded with Catalyst, nerfed but not forgotten. Certainly could opt into that tempo swing, but look at that hover on Catalyst. He knows what he's picking. It's good.
He knows what he's about.
Yeah, absolutely. Which means that does mean that tempo swing or perfect form will go into the hands of Mirrormag with that buff perfect form and all the bounces that you get off the Azure Ultimate. It actually can be very useful now. We do see a Monumentalist pickup, definitely something that's higher value on Era on night market than other maps typically, but there wasn't really much to pick anyways. Tempo swing maybe, but that's definitely not the highest tier training, especially against something like Monumentalist going into this next set. But 3Z Breezy looking so good. The stacks, the catalyst, the specialized trading. Oh my gosh.
The Monumentalist.
Yeah, the Monumentalist claiming its first victim, a monument to the sins of bad positioning, as 3Z Breezy able to punish by getting that last goalie barrier. Soren now has to defend against his flip, which, yeah, you cannot do when it's that close to the net and you don't have any cooldowns. First point for DUBU Strikers.
Yeah, hey, this guy got a core flip in 18 seconds. Happy Catalyst, everyone. They nerfed it.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Woo!
We love that.
Looking
but
good.
From Soren, actually able to get that first goalie barrier. Soren right now defending so well, and Grimella sent off the map again. Right now, Obscure Bread's not able to defend against Kashikoma, which means that Mirrormag will have a goal opportunity here. Expanse comes out, able to defend, but unfortunately goes right into the hands of Kashikoma, which means you'll be able to get a very easy goal on the top side of that net.
Yep. Both DUBU Strikers were covering the bottom, as that's where all the offensive pressure was coming from. So Kashikoma very intelligently positioning top. making it happen.
Absolutely. Well played from OSHI, no core flip and 3Z. Oh my
Whoa.
god, 3Z! Going for
Taking
a little bit
trip.
of a roller coaster. Yeah, going for a roller coaster ride. Six Flags Los Angeles is coming out here. But unfortunately, it won't mean much as he isn't sent off the map. Does blow that 50-second Atlas revive, though. As Mirrormeg trying to get the second goalie bear and not able to find it because of the arrow shrink, though. But Soren, with that pulley, able to keep the play going, and that does mean that momentum will carry into an open goal for the DUBU Strikers. But right now, they have an opportunity to get the second goalie barrier themselves as it comes out, as Soren unfortunately whiffs the core flip, but Obscure Breads is sent off the sides of the map by Mirrormeg. Like a little bit shades of Juliet right now, and oh my gosh, Kashikoma able to get that double KO. Gramella in front of the net, but he has nothing. He is but a measly era against an Asher. And the first point for the set for OSHI core flip will be scored by Mirrormeg.
Yep, Kashikoma able to keep his flip there. Could be important in this next point coming up.
Yeah, definitely. If he is able to preserve it with that stagger swagger boost, 3Z not able to focus him as much as he used to. Mirrormeg, though, looking on the table, flip comes out, but is blocked by Gramella with a good strike read. Expanse comes out from Alice, able to stop the defensive play, but Soren trying to get it started again, but no teammates are there in the front to follow through, unfortunately, which means that both goalie barriers are down and things are looking really bad. Two core flips to work with it. Boom, bada beak, pow! Soren in the net with the core. 2-2 on the set.
And no longer in the net as he gets blasted away by the energy burst.
Oh, the burst. The burst, the punch. X-Lore right now, most certainly. 3Z Breezy 1v5ing the game right now, as stated in the X-Lore. Nothing said about his team. I mean, I'm not saying anything. Anyways, going on. Soren trying to keep that tempo up right now, but Mirrormeg forced the blow core flip just to stay alive, unfortunately. Kashikoma trying to get core control, but that shrink will mean that things will be a very hard. Pass splitter comes out, trying to catch Obscure Breads out, but it will not mean anything. Flip comes out. Breezy sing in front of Soren with that catalyst. He'll be getting flipped very, very soon, but a mid double from Mirrormeg from an opportune bounce means that he'll be able to get a really nice, clean goal 1v2 against Gramella Breads, meaning we will be going to set 5 this game.
Yeah, pack your bags, hop on the X train, everyone. It's time for set 5.
Oh, baby, chew. And look at these tradings. 1-2 punch, build different Castellas. You just simply cannot deny this X. Even if you pick that Castellas on a Stella, it's a dead training, which Kashikoma unfortunately taking the bullet to do that to keep his team alive, but things are looking so bad. That being said, built different over on a Soren will mean a lot, but that means there is no size training for Kashikoma, or not Kashikoma, my bad, Mirrormeg. But Mirrormeg might not be that sad with it, honestly, overall. That 1-2 punch, especially with the Asher combo, the right-click dash or the dash right-click, will be able to do so much KO pressure, especially when people are kind of gravitating towards those walls here on Night Market. But speaking of nothing right now, the Atlas ultimate coming out actually to keep Gramella alive, but goalie barrier goes down for the side of Obscure Breads, meaning that we are 1-1 right now in goalie barriers. Kashikoma losing a critical strike war means Breezy will be set up in front of the goal with a net. Oh my god! 3Z MF Breezy with the flip, sending Kashikoma into the net, and the core follows soon after.
Oh, wow, double score coming out from 3Z.
Yeah, something
big.
Yeah, we are certainly getting used to the 2-for-1 scores right now, but looks like Gramella right now will be joining in the monument to the sins. Unfortunately, we'll be sending Soren off the map. 3Z Breezy, punch! Full rush isn't even needed, as Gramella and Obscure Breads able to pocket it into the top side of the net. Things are looking bad for the first game of OSHI core flip.
Yeah, how can you stop the X train, especially after that draft? He's looking a little big today.
He's looking huge, feeling like a DUBU striker even.
Feeling like a DUBU striker right about now.
Yeah, look at this. Double core flip comes out from the side of DUBU strikers, setting 3Z Breezy to position and get that second barrier. Kashikoma trying to answer, but nothing's happening. And look at 3Z Breezy. He's got a core flip again. No! 3Z Breezy, don't do it to him. Kashikoma sent off the map with the energy burst. Bursted off the edge. 3Z Breezy Bull Rush comes out, not able to find anything, but my god, this monumentalist disruption. Soren trying so desperately to win these strike wars, which he does. Flip comes out from Mirrormeg. Doesn't connect, unfortunately. Obscure Breads with the egoist. He's running up. Get up there, Obscure Breads. Go get him. Actually, nope, he's playing defensive. He's playing it safe. That's fair. expands core flip, almost pockets it in against Soren, my god. But Grimella trying to get that final strike in, which he does. Unfortunately, gets right under the hands of Soren, which means that the first game will be going to the DUBU Strikers.
Yep, Grimella finally gets the core, slides it right into the bottom corner. No questions asked. After all of that fighting, Soren putting up a great defense, but unfortunately could not outlast the onslaught.
Yeah, and my gosh, the damage from 3Z Breezy, 51,000 damage. 9 KOs on the night market, though, not to mention Mirmeg trying to match it with the 45, which, you know, that makes sense considering that they did bring it to that set 5. So very excited looking into this second game, seeing if both of the teams which have proven that they can duke it out if needed, you know, just absolutely punching each other. It looks like we'll have a bit of a fist fight. You know, that bar brawl that we were talking about earlier might continue into that second game.
Yeah, but like we said earlier, the X train doesn't stop for anyone. Plowing through.
The X train has no brakes, and when you have no brakes, you know, things might derail, but things keeping on track, pun intended, for 3Z Breezy and the side of DUBU Strikers, as we hopefully will get into the second game very, very soon. But let's talk very briefly, actually, about these stagger training buffs. We actually saw the twin drives being passed up from 3Z Breezy for that bulk up, something that definitely was made a lot stronger with the buffs. I believe that he was being talked about earlier on the analyst desk, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong, but with these buffs, a lot of these trainings are looking a lot stronger. And if something, even that spark of it, like that spark of resilience comes up, it's something that's worth considering just to go to, you know, the stagger suburb, you know. And, you know, yeah, now that I think about it, that spark of resilience, it's like an all city pass. It can get you to the suburbs, the stagger suburbs. It can get you to sparking downtown and sparking city, you know. It might be, if you go to neither one, you might be stuck on the no training rule area. I can't think of anything. Maybe we'll come up with something later in the day.
No man's land.
No man's land, yeah, no man's land. We're nothing but cows. I mean, core overflow and core overflow hunting you down out there in the forest. But
It's dangerous out there.
it's dangerous, yeah. You know, something like that one statistic that was passed around during the 2008 financial recession. It was that like cows killed more people than like vending machines or something. It was like someone had compared the lethality of these two or I was gonna say these two creatures, but a vending machine is not a biological
These two
animal, actually.
creatures.
Yeah, as much as I wish vending machines are not alive, but
Yeah, they do have to up their killing game, though. Sounds like they're kind of slacking.
they're slacking. Yeah, hey, if you're out there and you wanted to support your vending machines, just shake it angrily and see what happens.
Well,
Well,
that doesn't sound like great advice.
probably not the greatest advice to give out, but you know,
Especially since we're trying to up their you know, KD ratio. Do not shake your local vending machine. They're
that's
sensitive.
true. That's true. Vending machines, unfortunately, they may not be alive, but they are able to get their feelings hurt. And you know what? Probably the, you know, actual mechanics that make the vending machine work. That probably is important too. Probably don't disrupt public spaces in order to do that.
You know what? I've changed my mind. Go out there, break a few windows, get
Hey,
crazy with it.
oh, absolutely. Live and tell that John Odyssey told you to do it in your dreams. I think it'll go well. I think here
It
in
will
the
go
Omega,
well.
yeah, it will go well. Everyone here in the Omega Strikers community will support you. You know,
You will win.
absolutely. The Omega Strikers
You
community
will win
will not
big.
forgive vending machines for their heinous crimes.
Right, for
Um,
their lack of transgressions against man.
Anyways, Q has popped. It'll take a second to
Right,
load, but
we're loading in.
we're getting into game soon.
We don't
Second
have to
game.
talk about vending machines anymore. Thank God.
Hey, but speaking of vending machines, the science, the technology, we are here on Atlas's lab. Oh, and a rune pillar.
Oh,
Definitely another thing. That rune pillar, not something that you want to shake and run into multiple times, as you will take damage. As again, looking to hover an Amy ban, kind of a staple against Kashikoma. who loves to play that, you know, speaking of the shades of Kashikoma every time we see Japanese box score on Amy. But it looks like that Atlas is coming out for the ban here. Either an impressive performance from Obscure Breads or maybe another twin drive start. Who knows?
Who knows? But here we see the Rune locked in. Rune recently buffed. His pillars going from 600 range to 750. And in my humble opinion, I think that is a massive buff for Rune. Able to pillar from much further away. He has so much more agency in terms of core control. I think we might see some of that. I'll let everyone in a secret. I've seen the Grimella Rune. I think it's something to behold. I'm excited.
Wow, definitely something to behold as we have a 5 hot shot game coming out.
Oh my god.
Woo! We're going right from the X tray to the core tray and barreling down at over 100 miles per hour. And right now, that does mean that Rune pillar with the hot shot will be claiming that second pillar. And whoa, using that buff on Rune to its full advantage to keep that pressure up. But Mirmek right now almost on a 1v3 play, but the dash punch will connect on the barrier. But Kashikoma already there to make sure that the confirm does happen. Obscure Bed's looking a little low right now. Rune pillar is not going to catch the core. Unfortunately, his 750 range is not quite enough.
Yeah, unfortunately, Bread's knocking on death's door, had to orb, left the whole top side of the goal wide open. You gotta do what you gotta do, but it's still unfortunate how that shook out.
Yeah, and 3Z Breezy trying to answer, but all the DUBU strikers are stuck on the wrong side of the map, which means that there will be a double barrier coming down for the side of OSHI no core flip. Soren with a good pull, able to defend. Rune pillar means that this play will be locked in for a while. One goalie barrier down for OSHI no core flip. Center is pop, sending 3Z Breezy a little flying. Six Flags LA coming back for a little bit. Unfortunately, it won't mean too much as he isn't sent off the map and able to collect the orb. Grimella with an offensive core flip if needed, or the offensive core flip if needed. Rune pillar does come out, but it's not even hit as Kashikoma with the Juno redirects able to avoid it, and Grimella, or Obscure Breads actually able to get a good strike to save it, but it won't mean anything as Mirmek able to get core control and get that second point dunked in.
Yep, just tapped it in, and this is looking like shades of the first game. Soon DUBU Strikers kind of got folded set one last game, but if we know anything about them, they like to scale. So set one looking a little rough, a bit done, but hey, you never know.
You never know indeed, and speaking of not knowing, I couldn't keep track of the core with all these core flips, but Grimella certainly can with an excellent strike to stop it. Mirmek, though, with the flip himself, he's solo and stagger. Can he touch the core? Yes, no, it is a no, but 3Z Breezy trying to score, but this man is no dodge, no stagger to work with. Oh, but the Rune pillar able to save against Mirmek's flip, but Juno now on the defensive. Kashikoma trying to get it in, but pass splitter comes out, meaning that Soren is caught out of position, but Mirmek will cover. Flip comes out from Soon DUBU. Strikers able to keep the core in play right now, but things are looking really, really hard for the next 5 seconds. Soren passes forward, hook comes out, not able to connect, unfortunately, gets from Mela. Mirmek trying to score, but no cooldowns to work with. Punch comes out, but unfortunately not able to do anything just quite yet as we go into overtime. Overtime, hot shot Juno, noticeably making for slow cores and plays, but unfortunately, Juno not even able to touch that core at that point as a bounce to Grimella means he'll be able to pocket it in the top corner.
Yeah, doinked off the DUBU wall, wrapped around the black hole, and straight to Grimella, who taps it in the top corner. Very smooth.
Very
woo.
smooth. Yeah, woo.
The core's moving slow. I'm feeling like I'm on Six Flags right now.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The wind sailing between the caster's ears right now and sending, unfortunately, throwing Soren off a little bit as well as that core flip goes wide. Vanish comes out, meaning Mirmek will not be able to enter the play for a little while.
Oh my god.
Woo-wee! Grimella with the Rune and playing, able to get that score, second point for DUBU Strikers.
Yeah, hey, the Rune buffs are going hard. I guess that wasn't a Rune buff moment. He placed it right next to him, but pretend it was.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Definitely something to look for. Oh
my god, the Rune!
Oh my gosh, is that Mr. E, another West player who's also good at Rune? My gosh.
Or Pyruni, another West player who's also good at Rune.
Absolutely crazy. It looks like we're cooking up some of the tech here in the West Coast, but unfortunately right now who's getting cooked is Obscure Bread, looking like Obscure Toast right now as he loses both goalie barriers. Mirmek with a dash punch, not able to connect. and has no dodge to work with if 3Z Breezy elects to start punching. But that, oh!
Oh no, the rune mind control.
Another ingenious play from Gramella, grabbing 3Z Breezy's brain and pulling him to send that core right into the pillar as we go into our first draft. Reverse sweep, I believe, from the DUBU Strikers.
Yeah, a little bit of Obscure's influence. Soren falling victim to it. Very unfortunate. And here we see a Monumentalist or Castellast. Gramella picking the Monu. Turns out it's pretty good on Rune. Those pillars are going to be big.
Yeah, definitely. And right now, Mirmeg with a pick of a litter between 1-2 and Tempo Swig. Even Prize Fighters does opt in for that Tempo Swig. Or not Mirmeg, I believe. 3Z Breezy. Whoa. Forgot my names for a quick second. But 3Z Breezy opting in for that bulk up as well. Trying to get a little bit of Mirmeg opting to get that bulk up, I believe.
Yeah, you can do it, Grandpa. I believe.
Yeah, I could do it. The seniors tournament is over, but I have not gotten any younger, unfortunately. As right
that guy's
now,
looking dead.
Oh, that guy is sent off the map right now. It looks like we're looking like a bit of a rune train.
Oh, that guy's looking dead.
Oh my gosh, it's deaths left and right now that Monumentalist pillar means that Soren will have to try so hard to defend against this. Gramella almost able to get a score, but good patience from Soren means he'll be able to strike it out. But now, Mirmeg and Kashikoma are the ones that find themselves on the offensive as Gramella forced to walk back a little bit to gobble a little bit of orbs right now, but possession now in the hands of Mirmeg, actually, who has the flip. Punches come out.
Defense.
Good defense, yeah, absolutely. And right now, Kashikoma is banished on the pillar. Fortunately, looking a little low, and oh my god, it's flying. Oh, but Mirmeg with the dash punch flip combo, sending Obscure Breads off the map, munching on that toast right now as he gets the first point of the set.
Right. Good morning, sunshine. I made you some toast. Eat up.
Yeah, and that toast, unfortunately, looking a little bit obscure. Special. It's like toast specialty even. But speaking of special plays, this rune play from Gramella is just so much pressure. But as of right now, Mirmeg blowing those cooldowns to force that Gramella flip, which means that the offensive play will be stopping for a little bit. Rune Pillar comes out trying to defend, but it won't mean anything as Kashikoma with a good angle, able to get that second goalie barrier. Rune Banished Pillar comes out for that core control, but it won't mean anything as 3Z Breezy spending that 12 seconds in the penalty box. The X-Train, unfortunately, not here to keep him going as Kashikoma and Mirmeg on the offensive, not able to find anything yet. Pass from Soren to Mirmeg, also not able to confirm. Mirmeg gets the core yet again, but it's defended by Obscure Breads, and 3Z Breezy forced to burn flip, half stagger, nothing to work with, but will it matter if Mirmeg gets this point? He doesn't, which means 3Z Breezy might be able to touch the core, but this man is being sent on a trip in his favorite rocket ship, and Mirmeg wins the strike war, getting the second point for OSHI core play.
Yeah, that was awesome. 3Z tried to participate in the play at all and just got scooped up.
Oh, yeah.
Soren got a big one.
Absolutely, definitely, yeah, 3Z Breezy unfortunately removed from the game for a short instance, but he is roaring back with the first goalie barrier on Atlas Lab.
Oh my god.
Style points! Style
points!
My
god!
Is that Gramella Styles, midfielder of DUBU Strikers? My god, what an excellent play. Absolutely crossing up OSHI core flip. Not biased, by the way. As we
not biased, but oh my god, he cooked it up.
Oh, he absolutely cooked it up, and there are no food products, unfortunately, that I can say the name of on OSHI core flip, but, you know, anyways, continuing on, Rune Pillar will mean that this goalie barrier will go down, and the core is going a little slow and leisurely for its Sunday stroll right now, even though it's a Saturday Super Week, by the way. Right now, Gramella with possession of the core, passed down to Obscure Breads, and means that it will go in the hands of 3Z Breezy. There is so much pressure coming from these Rune Pillars right now. Flip into flip will not find the goal, and Mirmeg trying to answer and punish, but nothing found just quite yet so far. Rune Pillar sets Soren up, and
my god,
unfortunately, it will be stuffed in by 3Z Breezy.
Yeah, that Rune Pillar was such a diamond to 3Z, who didn't get in on the first try, but he's in luck. He's playing Asher.
Absolutely.
Try again.
A little bit more and more plays. It's almost a McDouble coming out, but Kashikoma with that Juno jump able to defend, but that Placipitor coming out, throwing Kashikoma into that wall. And right now, the DUBU Fortress means that this play will be accelerated. My god. 3Z Breezy with a dash, able to get it in, and it's so hard to react against that as Soren 2 sets up for the DUBU Strikers.
Yeah, and hey, I'd like to remind everyone that was a back-to-back reverse sweep in the point count.
Ooh,
Soon
and
DUBU
yeah,
Strikers going 0-2, feeling a little comfortable, getting nestled in, scoring
yeah.
3 points right back.
And actually interested to see what Gramel will pick. No best in slots, unfortunately, for the Rune. Does opt in for that stacks on stacks, feeling quite safe against the KO pressure, I suppose. Big Fish does found that Soren, always so useful to have on that Rasmus. His peak performance comes out from Threezy Breezy, who trying to stack a little bit of the tempo swing and stagger training synergy to get a little bit more damage out. Mirameg, though, also trying to get a little bit of damage himself with the specialized training. So might be seeing a little bit more brawling, a little bit more punchy coming into this next set.
Yeah, that Fiery Flurry looking a little bit more dangerous as it does 50% more damage. Doesn't matter,
yeah.
though, as both goal barriers for Ocean Core Flip just fall immediately.
Immediately. Though Mirameg might be trying to respond in kind, but it is defended by Obscure Breads. The bread will stay untoasted. For now, though, Gramella and Threezy Breezy on the defensive again, not able to find anything. Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Hey, is Hotshot a little weak right now, ladies and gentlemen? This rude pillar setting the core at Mach 56, setting the core looking like a UFO with all these dimers midair. My god. As right now, already one of the goalie barriers down for Soren, though Mirameg and Kashikoma able to respond 1-1 for both teams right now. Vanish comes out onto Kashikoma, forcing Mirameg back to retreat to keep Kashikoma alive. Unfortunately, it won't mean anything as Kashikoma is scored into the net himself, unfortunately, and Breezy Breezy losing a strike order, which means that Mirameg will have a little bit of an opportunity to clear, but it goes right back into his hands. Mirameg trying to keep the core out of the hands of Gramella right now, but Gramella with a teleport rune pillar will be trying to find a play. Whoa, this guy is cooking on the stove right now, but not able to, unfortunately, finish it. Unfortunately, the goal is a little bit undercooked right now, which means that Mirameg able to get that second goalie barrier. Will we see the first point for Oshino Core Flip in the set? Pass splitter is there, which fortunately means Soren is in a no-lose situation, and a log, I believe, from Obscure Bread, able to pocket into the bottom side of the net with Soren dead. Nothing that Kashikoma could do.
Yep, nothing that can be done in a situation like that. Unfortunate.
Yeah. It's just, and we're getting to that phase of the game where a lot of teams are getting those damage trainings, able to hit the core so hard, and this hot shot will be sending things zooming. It's just so hard for Soren right now. Oh my god. As I'm saying, these clears are so hard for Soren to pull off, and actually a 3-0 sweep will get that final set for DUBU Strikers.
Yeah, just the pressure that can be exerted by both Asher and Rune is absurd.
Yeah, absolutely crazy composition, especially with that hotshot start. Even though Juno infamously has hotshot as one of her best in slot trainings, it just was getting outpaced by Gramella's monumentalist hotshot himself. And yeah, look at that. Slightly more redirects, but far more goals, far less damage, but actually KO as well. But yeah, I think the look at the stat here is the shot differential. 50 more than Threezy Breezy, 20 more than Threezy Breezy, and 21 more than anyone from the side of Oshino Core Flip. Definitely the MVP of that game, Gramella, in that offensive pressure, able to get so many plays going for both himself and Threezy Breezy.
Yeah, Rune looking a little weak this patch after he scored 5 goals, 2 assists as opposed to Threezy's 3.
Yeah, and I think another story that can be showed is the redirects from both scores. Actually, 79 from Threezy Breezy versus 45 from Mirameg, which honestly that kind of just means that Threezy Breezy got the core handed to him from Gramella way more. Absolutely just great play, clinical even, and definitely looks like Gramella has had a little bit rubbed off of him from our resident Westy Rune players.
Right. The West Coast has risen and given all their power to the Avatar, Master of just Rune, I guess.
Master of just Rune and no one else, I suppose. But hey, that'll be it from both. Oh no, that will not be it from both the Sundubu Strikers and Ziyoshi. Oh, hold on. Reports coming in. Ziyoshi. Maybe maybe alive or dead in Miami. We're not entirely sure just quite yet, ladies and gentlemen.
Out of Miami.
Okay, he's here. He's here. Hey. Z Yoshi reported alive in Miami. May God
Alive in
continue his
Miami.
life. Hey, um,
Maybe not for much longer. The heat is killing my computer slowly, and everything is crashing. We're having a
well,
phenomenal day.
let's hope that your computer will be able to hang out for one more series. Coming up in just a short minute, I believe we will be seeing Chatting versus soon DUBU Strikers back yet again after a series win. Before I would have called this the Battle of the West Coast Civil War to watch, but unfortunately, Chatting, not a West Coast team anymore. Just got one resident Westie there.
Right, taken over by the Easties.
Yeah. Wait, it's not. Wait, is it Chatting or is it?
I
Is
don't
it?
think so. I
Wait, it's
wasn't
not
gonna say
Chatting.
anything.
It's Goats, isn't it? Oh,
It's
hold on.
goats. Bring on the
Waiting for
goats.
confirmation. Waiting for some confirmation. From our lead
Production,
producer
help, help,
Maya
help.
here. Help. Oh, I just clicked away. Hold on. Okay, we're back.
It's goats versus Chatting. Hey,
It's
you were half
it's
right.
Ghost. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So
Yeah,
we
oh,
will
a
be
West
going.
Coast team versus Chatting.
There we go. Yeah, so it will be a West Coast team versus Chatting. I believe, yeah, as we will see the not West Coast Civil War, but with another Westie team. But I believe before that we will be going to a short 3-minute break. Stay tuned for that, ladies and gentlemen. As we will hopefully continue with the North American Striker League in just a minute.